we're going to Tesco.
How exciting.
To get a flash duster.
No, the heating does not need to go on yet. You can always tell it's almost Florida time when Nick gets this out.
God, it's cold today.
24-hour fast for the first time ever in my life. Too much information.
I always thought.
Good morning, or whatever time it is out where you are at the moment. You join us when we are just 2 days away from our friend Vera coming to visit us from the USA. She's actually down in London at the moment. She's travelling to Liverpool today. She's meeting some friends there tonight, and she's going to the Cavern. And then I think tomorrow she's going to look around Liverpool. And then she is getting on a train on Friday and heading to us. She's going to Hull, and we are going to pick her up from there. And then she's spending the weekend with us. My parents and sister and the girls are coming over. My mum and dad know Vera. They've met her in Florida. And we're just going to show her around. She's had a very busy social schedule while she's been here in the UK. She's been down to London and seen all the sights. She's been to Highclere Castle, where they filmed Downton Abbey, and then obviously going over to Liverpool. So she says she's ready to do a little bit of chilling and seeing life at the lodge when she gets here, and seeing some of our friends, Vicky and Emma. She knows them, she's seen them, and maybe some other friends, and just showing her the local area, the lodge park. We want to get some fish and chips, take her to a pub, and all the nice, cosy kind of UK things that you don't get in America. So that is happening in a couple of days. So today we just got a call from our friends Peter and Elaine, who've bought a holiday home again over here after selling it. We always said they'd be back because they would miss it too much, and they did. So they just called us and said they're heading home today. Do we want to go for a coffee before they head home? Because we probably won't see them until we get back off Florida now. So we're going to just head out and have a coffee with them. What?
Nothing.
And then I want to tidy this place up. It's got to be tidied for Vera. I know it's a couple of days early, but I just feel the place is a mess. It's not really, but
Don't involve me with it.
I just want to tidy it. We'll both be doing it together. We'll be tidying this place and getting it all sorted. I want to get my cables out and all the stuff that I have to take for vlogging and filming in Florida. GoPros, batteries, charging cables, etc. So I want to get all that sorted today as well. And that's about it. So Nick's trying, if you saw the last vlog, he's trying this fast today. Where he's got...
Are you not?
Well, I'll see how long it lasts.
Trying it, really.
Nick's trying this fast today, so he's just about to down a...
Bloody hell, when I said half a glass, I didn't mean half a pint glass. You can have that one. The only problem with this, it's got salt in it and it tastes salty.
Well, yeah, that's for your electrolytes and hydration and stuff. And it's cold today, so I've got some long pants on. It was frigging freezing when we got up this morning. I wanted to put me... Is it not nice? We're just cleaning the teeth as well.
It's salty.
I had to put my dressing gown on this morning.
It tastes like Andrew's liver salts.
I never had those.
If you can remember what they are. My grandma used to have them.
I'm a bit too young for that. Right, we've had a cuppa with Peter and Elaine, and they've invited us round tonight for well, we were like...
No booze, no food.
No, they said, come round tonight if you want, because they're going tomorrow, so we won't see them. Like, come round for food and drinks. And we're like, we're on a fast day. Which, by the way, it's 7 minutes past 1 and I've not had anything to eat today and I feel fine. So we're like,
we've had black tea,
we'll come round, but we can only have black tea. And they're like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. So see how we're doing.
They'll be eating like cheese and crisps.
I know, but
in front of us.
I feel all right. I think once you get into it, it's fine. So I'm going to clean the lodge when we get back, but I'm just nipping down to Tesco to get one of these, which everybody's raving about.
Neil and Tracy told them about them.
Yeah, Neil and Tracy told us about them, and Peter and Lynn said they've got them, and Hannah, our friend, says she's got them and she swears by them. The Flash Dust Magnet Duster Starter Kit and Refill, 4 refills for £3 at Tesco. So hopefully they've got them in stock, and apparently it's a duster, but it magnetically tracks all the dust away from it. So we can hopefully, like something like this for instance. Look at all the dust that this gets, because it's like
fingerprints.
It's that polished black. So I want hopefully to get it all. It tracks all the dust away and it doesn't go back. Like
the problem we're going to have though in the lodge is some of the furniture is quite rough and it will catch on the static.
I mainly want it for things like the TV, because I can dust the TV and then it'll have dust on it straight away. So there we go. We're going to Tesco.
How exciting.
To get a flash duster.
Thumbnail. We bought a flash duster.
Right, here we go. Flash Dust Magnet Starter Kit. Kit includes 1 handle and 4 duster pads. Only £3. What a bargain. We don't do candles anymore. Let me have a look.
Getting them.
But, oh my god, they just smell like Christmas. But
we used to get them, can you remember?
no, prices candles, yeah. We don't do candles anymore at the lodge. What? Yeah, just get that instead.
No, because I ain't got one of those machines and they smell right fruity. What did that smell like? I remember we used to get them and they used to smell like that.
What's that one? What's that one?
I like that.
Frosted, what's it called?
Nice. It's
What's
fruity.
it called though?
Frosted fruit.
Frosted floral cherries. No, I don't like that one. You're having candles then?
Why not? It's a treat.
What's this one?
It's almost winter. It feels wintry.
Indulge in honey and chocolate. Yeah, I like stuff like that, me. It's exciting, isn't it?
Oh, such a popular video this is going to be.
Contain yourself.
Ooh. Well, I don't need instructions on how to assemble it because I already know. Did Michael buy something like this once for apartment when we were in America? He gave us a thing to clean cooker with.
Come on,
Stop being impatient. Right.
So apparently it gets all that dust off. Look at that.
Can you please not involve me with this? Might need to read instructions where to shove it.
No. Connect handle, fluff up the feather and slide onto the fork. Fluff up the feather first.
I'm going to get it in first. Not like that, that's for sure.
No, that.
Maybe I need to read instructions. Oh, wait a minute, it's like that.
Oh, yeah. Fluff up the feathers.
You can do that.
Well, yeah.
There you go, it's fluffed up.
No, that's not right, is it?
Of course it is.
No, well, that's not right. Give me
Wait a minute, get off.
It's supposed to end up looking like that.
Do you tear this off?
No.
This middle bit?
No.
Well, that's like a...
Connect handle, fluff up the feathers, and you were supposed to fluff them up before you put it on.
fluffed it up, doesn't matter.
For best results, always fluff up duster before use. Yeah, look all that.
So I fluffed it up before use. Right, there we go. Let me try
I
and
don't
tell it.
think it's quite...
Any more, it'll be round.
It's supposed to be.
Well, typically there's no frigging dust.
There is,
There's
there's
dust on
loads. No, I think... No, come here. Oh my god.
What do you mean?
Look at these state. I think you're just supposed to do this, and it gets it all...
You've got to touch the damn thing.
I thought the static did it.
Yeah, but you've got to charge it by touching it on something. That's it.
It's filthy, this TV. It needs a proper scrub.
It's not just that, it's got like fingerprints on where kids have said, oh, look at that on YouTube. And then there's muck marks on there.
All that. I need to fluff up this feather properly.
You're just displacing the dust now onto the
No,
floor.
but you've not done it properly.
This is what we're talking about. If you put it on here, this is quite sharp, and if you use that, it'll catch and rip it to shreds.
I noticed these
I've lit the candles, by the way.
fingerprints when I'm watching.
Choking to death. That's all dust. Do the new TV in the bedroom, because that's got no fingerprints on, and there'll be lots of dust on that from when we've made the bed.
I know what's going to do the best test in the car.
Off you go.
Come on.
No!
Come on. Look at the actual state of that. I know it needs cleaning properly. Let's just get the dust off. Oh my goodness. Still some bits about, but yeah. Not bad. Now I need to get our fingerprints off. Yep, that looks better. Let's do it with this one. Not sure you can see all the dust on there, but it's covered. It doesn't get every single bit off. But there you go. Now I'll stop showing dustering. It's not going to be a dustering channel. No. The heating does not need to go on yet.
It needs to be... It's 20 degrees in here. It should be
fine,
23.
20.
We've had 23 for about 6 months. I can't cope with the 3-degree drop. I've put it on.
You can always tell it's almost Florida time when Nick gets this out.
Lee's actually said he's going to do his own this time because now he has it done at the hairdressers.
Mm-hmm.
He's not as scared of yanking it.
Well, I'll just get it done at hairdresser before I go.
What's the point? I've got the wax melting now.
Unless they do it for free.
Half the problem we do at home, you've got to use these big things and you've got to...
Yeah, exactly. They use
These use cotton buds
Yeah.
and it's much better.
I'm off to dust. Right. Nick is waxing his nose. I'm just going to... What do you mean trying to?
Well, it's too runny.
I'm going to
Quite working.
tidy the lodge. It's not that bad. I just want to give it a once over. out not great. Nick says it's grounding dirt that won't come off, but I'm just going to put them in again and put some oxy action in again. I just emptied the vacuum as it was full, and now it won't work.
Try another socket in case you've blown that circuit.
Nope, that not worked either. We're working fine, mind you, it wasn't picking up, that's why I emptied it.
Pass me the plug, I'll check the fuse.
This is slowing me down.
You'd think after hoovering the entire lodge you would have noticed that it wasn't picking up.
Well, you don't think about these things, do you?
Of course you do, you look for bits and you go for it.
I hoovered the whole of the bedrooms, just thinking, well, yeah, I suppose. You can see little lines. And then I noticed in here, it's not picked anything up. This is annoying. It stops itself when it goes upright.
Not supposed to do that.
Well, obviously, yeah, but... Strange.
Ah. There's a delay as well.
Yeah.
Must be a new feature.
Yeah, but there must be a short or something.
No, that's gotta be like...
No.
You see, only that's spinning. The main suction and the cylinder is not working. If I put that on, that's just this. This is spinning round. I fixed it.
Good.
You can hoover now. I would like to claim the credit.
But it just started
But
working.
it just started working. I went out for an hour, let it cool down. The problem was the motor had overheated because the tubes were all blocked. So I let it cool down and it started. So we're all sorted.
I'm just writing...
But it would only cost 15 quid for a new motor anyway, so if you break it again...
I'm writing my introduction to this book, which we talked about in the
You mean I
last
wrote it and you just
No,
spelling check it?
I've completely changed it. I didn't like what you wrote. So you can sit down and have a read this while I go and vacuum.
It's constant maintenance when you live in a lodge. So the hoover's broke, we fixed that. Now I've just discovered that, I don't know whether you can see it or not, but one of the skylights has leaked. You can see watermarks there. And it's obviously run down because on this side, you can also see a watermark there. So that's usually the fact that the rubbers have got either leaves in it or something like that. So at some point in the next week, I need to get the ladders in, take the window out, clean all the rubbers, hopefully find out what it is, and hope that it doesn't leak while we're in Florida.
Right, I don't think these are going to get any whiter than that. They don't look too bad. Just got to wait for them to dry, and hopefully they haven't shrunk. And an update on our mini fast. It is 4:28 p.m. and we've not had anything to eat since last night, about 8 o'clock. I think.
Not even 24 hours yet.
We've just been having green teas, black teas and water, and we had some electrolytes this morning. Obviously, if you're going to do a fast or anything like that, look into it. You might need medical advice, supervision, etc. It's just something we're doing. We've looked it up, looked at all the benefits and things like that, and we just thought we'd try it. So,
Not for losing weight, just because...
well, for losing weight as well, to be fair.
That's a benefit, but
Yeah.
there's benefits from other benefits from doing it. But
So it's 4:28, and I'm all right actually. I haven't really been starving or anything like that.
I'm friggin' hungry.
I think it's from when you start off on a morning having your breakfast, that kicks your stomach into wanting more food. So that's why we're always hungry during the day. So I feel like I've been more productive today because I've not been thinking about food.
We'll do it tomorrow.
And like what we're going to have next, I've tidied a lot of the lodge. I've been sorting some more of my case out. And Nick just went around to the hot tub and he came back in and he says, shall we stop fasting now and have food at Peter and
Only
Elaine's?
because we've been asked out tonight and we'd have to go round and basically just drink tea while watching them eat cheese and crackers.
I doubt they're going to get things out in front of us when they know we're doing this.
They will.
No, I don't think they will.
Depends. I mean, I can do the 48 hours because we're going to do the 2 day to 5 day version.
5-2.
5-2.
So
But it's whether Leigh can do another 24 hours. That's the thing.
well, you just came in and said, let's eat
I'm
round
just
Peter and
testing
Lane's.
you.
And I said, no, I'm all right.
I was
to be
just
fair.
testing you to see what you'd say. God, it's cold today. We've had the heating on today on 23 degrees. It was 15 when we went outside. I've just said to Leigh, we're going to our friend Peter and Elaine. I hope they've got the heating on in the van because you know, sometimes when you're on like a diet and you don't eat enough and you get shivery. I'm freaking shivering. Leigh keeps turning the heating down.
It's because it's not to eat diet. It's just, it is colder today.
It is freezing today. Actually, it was 15 in the car when we went out, and
Not gonna lie.
we were sat in the lounge and we were like.
Wish we were going round to Peter and Lane's for a nice spread of food because
We could have been, and we told them that we were doing this diet. So
Elaine always put some nice food on.
you can always text them and just say we are eating.
Well,
We could always. You can fast any time, and plus we fasted for 24 hours, so our body's in like fat burning mode now anyway. So, what do you think?
I'll let you decide.
No, you're not going to do that. I know what your tricks are. He will tell me it was you that decided to quit. I can go for another 24 hours.
We'll see what happens when we go round and see if they've got any food.
Well, they won't have anything prepared, so you can't do that.
Exactly, so-
We'll stick with black tea.
I wouldn't do that to them at this time of day.
We've got a bag of peanuts in there.
I'm all right, actually. I feel all right.
Me too. I keep getting waves of hunger, and then it goes. But there we go.
Let's go.
I can't stop thinking about peanuts now. What was that, Elaine? You putting Leigh some cheese on a plate?
We've done over 24 hours now. It's 7:30.
Here we go with excuses.
And I feel like I need something to eat now.
We're in autophagia stage, which means that we're burning. We're well beyond fat burning, and we're now on cell
You agree,
replenishment.
Peter, don't you?
Well, I agree. Well, I always ask you round here, and you've never ever been here without you have a drink.
The feeders, they've been basically almost having.
No, they've not
I'm
been
not.
very...
No.
putting you. I am not putting
Eh?
you one way or
No,
another.
they've been very...
You better do a bloody drug dealer, you would.
Very...
Ever since we get here, Peter used to be a
have make
pharmacist.
your own minds up. You're grown men. You can
No,
sort
he's
it.
been very good.
And we've been very good so far.
Yeah, actually. Well, we've done 24-hour fast now.
And then Elaine's just said, do you want something? And Leigh was like, well, I could eat something.
I'm very proud of myself, actually.
You have done well. I've done it before, and I've gone just less than this.
I could do it easily and go to bed without having to, but I feel like I need something now.
Now, do you want light butter or proper butter?
At this stage, I don't give a monkey's ass. I just want something to eat because I'm bloody hungry.
Yeah, I'm proud of myself, actually. Nick has officially cracked before me. He's eating.
I haven't swallowed it yet. Oh my god.
I've lasted longer than you.
It's the best cheese I've ever had.
We've started something now. Now that we had something to eat, I'm having a coffee. Now we're back at the lodge and a slice of toast. But I'm very happy and pleased with what I did today. 24-hour fast for the first time ever in my life. And oh no, freaking hell! I always forget to put the Dolce dial up. Now I've got to do it again now.
Dude, that won't fit anymore.
I just sometimes you feel, because we are big foodies, we love food, and I'm not ashamed to say that. I love food. I absolutely love it.
So we can have more
But
flavours
sometimes
without being...
you feel a bit controlled by food, i.e. I get up and I love breakfast and I love my breakfasts, and then I think, what am I going to have for my lunch, and then what am I going to have for a snack, and then what am I going to have for my tea, and then what are we going to have for after his tea. And I've always been kind of like that.
Your dogs like it,
Yeah, I've just come from a family that always likes food, and it's a good thing. You know, I love food, but it's been nice today to not be to have the day controlled by food.
It's all we've talked about all day.
No, but I've not felt too bad apart from tonight. When I was around there, I started feeling like I needed to eat something.
And what were we talking about all night? Food.
And then
And then
Elaine said, "Well, I've got some fruit toast and cheese," and we're like, "Ooh."
no, you went. Well, I'm fine with just doing 24 hours. That's what you said.
Yeah, I'm fine, and I'm very happy. So I'm going to have a coffee now, go and watch a bit of TV. It's 9 o'clock at night, and then we'll catch up with you guys in the morning.
9 o'clock? Oh, it's early.
Welcome to the next day.
Feels like the middle of the last day.
A very early day. It's about 7:30, and we've got to take the car in for a service. So
It's annual service, which we're actually 6,000 miles late for, so...
heading up to the garage. One of us is going to drive Taylor, and one of us is going to drive the car. And it looks like a very murky horrible morning out there.
And then when we come back, I'm getting back in bed.
Well, you can't because I've just made bed.
Right, that's Robin dropped off, and we're off back to the lodge in Taylor. And then we're just gonna, well, I might go back to bed, to be honest, because the car will be in probably until dinner time. And it's one of those days where it's raining, but not quite raining, if you know what I mean. How can I describe that?
Yesterday,
It's like a spray, but you can't actually see it, and everything's saturated, and you just go out for 2 minutes and you get saturated, but it's not raining, if that makes sense.
it's September now for us, and yesterday it just seemed to turn to autumn.
Well, yeah, and the leaves have been off the trees for a few days. The weather's gone to shit now.
Is it autumn yet?
No, autumn starts on the 21st of September.
It's still summer. It doesn't feel like summer anymore, though.
I'm not waiting for it to start. Usually when we go to Florida in September, it's usually a different weather when we come back. This time it's actually turned before. So this is now for us what it's going to be like. If you don't live in the UK, it's pretty much like this all the time, and it's there's no seasons anymore. It's just always the odd hot day, the odd bit of snow, the odd bit of rain, a lot of rain actually.
If it stays like this, I'm sure Vera's going to be very cold.
I've already warned her, it's cold. We're back in the lodge. We've just about woken up. We're just sat chilling in the room. Not even got showered and changed yet. We're just having a nice
our
relax.
fireplace, which is on our YouTube channel, if you like.
Yeah, type in Lodge Guys fireplace and we have a different series of fireplaces. This is the one that made us do all the fireplaces with this music on.
Because we just like to relax and chill
It's just,
in the lodge.
we just like to sit in here on an evening and put that on, just with the lights around the window, drinking like mulled wine at Christmas, having the candles on, all the smellies on, and just listen to this. It's just so relaxing. You like getting your Kindle out, don't you?
Who else has hyperextension in their elbows? Randomly, I just saw that you see me elbow does that. Like
Maybe
that.
you used to freak.
Like that. When I went to, I mean, I've known it does that anyway, for my life obviously, but when I went to ask the doctor or the nurse about my tennis elbow, she goes, oh, you've got hyperextension in your elbows. And then she tested my legs for it, but my legs don't do it.
Well, when I went for my medical.
She was like, did your thumb go right back down there? I said, no. And she was testing
Like
all
that?
sorts of other stuff. Yeah. So you've got hyperextension in your thumb, and I've got it in my elbows.
Ooh, that looks weird on camera. So when I went for my flying medical, he told me that I had a third nipple, like Scaramanga.
For goodness sake.
He did. He
Too
did.
much information.
I always thought that it
Oversharing.
was a scar from when I'd cut myself when I was younger, but it's not. It's a third nipple. And apparently everybody has them, but most people, they're not visible. It's the milk lines that go from like your top tit down to your groin. Like dogs have like different nipples. I just thought I'd educate people. So yeah, it's quite a common thing. Comment below if you've got a third nipple.
You just said everybody has them.
Yeah, but visible one. Do you want to see it?
No, I don't. Well, I've
Well, I've got to
seen
show
it many
everybody
times.
now.
No.
Yeah, but it's not actually a nipple.
No,
it's not a
no.
nipple, it's a scar.
No.
I'm going to show you.
Oh, for goodness.
I've got to find it first.
Is that it there?
Oh, yeah, that's it. There you go. Ignore the fat belly. But that's my third nipple there. It's just actually a mark.
What riveting content. I can't wait to get back to Disney.
And apparently you have lines that go down and you have like multiple ones, but there you go. Comment below if you've got a third nipple. Very interested to know.
Right, I've finally booked my hair cut at the barber's this afternoon, so I'm going to get my holiday haircut. And I don't know why, but I'm in that kind of lull. Lull where you're waiting to go on a trip, but also like all my stuff's out and I just can't be bothered sorting it all out.
Let's cancel.
I always get like that a couple of days before, and then I'll leave it to the last minute, and then I just do it all at once.
What we need is an infusion of enthusiasm from the Disney wives. When we all get together, we all get really motivated.
Well, no, I
and
am
excited.
motivated, and I'm looking forward to the
Did you not?
trip. No, I didn't. I said I'm in that kind of lull where you're waiting and you just want to get off.
It's going to be a while.
I know it's Thursday and
We don't fly till
we don't
Tuesday.
go to the airport till Monday, so as cases have got to be sorted on Sunday. But I'm in that lull where it's like everything's ready, all my clothes are ready. I've got almost all my electronics ready and stuff like that, and I'm just waiting for it to be like finalise it and pack it all and weigh it all, and then we're off. So we're just in. So Vera's coming tomorrow, my family's coming the next day, Vera's with us the next day and the next day, then we're off to Florida. So this afternoon, is it afternoon now? Yes, it's afternoon.
Today's our last day on his own for a month.
Yes, our last day. Well, we are on our own quite a bit in Florida.
Yeah,
but we're meeting with
we'll have
lots of
plans.
people
We've
as
got
well.
no chill day, should I say?
Yeah, today is our last afternoon, is our last. Did we book the hot tub? You didn't want to, did you?
No.
So I thought I'd go get my hair cut. We're going to go nip round for a coffee. I'm going to get some books on my Kindle for the plane.
Can't book the hot tub because Robin's in the garage and we don't know what time
we're waiting for the call for the car, and that's about it. And we were saying
It's just lodge days at the minute.
Do we need to take any dollars? But does anybody take like loads of dollars anymore? We don't take dollars, do we?
No. A lot of people keep asking on our Facebook groups, what's the best travel card?
Yeah.
We don't take a travel card anymore now. We just use our Santander debit card.
Santander debit card,
which you can use free in America if you've got the right current account, which we do.
If you do like a credit card, a travel card though, we used to use Revolt.
Revolut. Revolt.
You told me it was called Revolt. Revolut. We used to use Revolt.
Revolut. We also used to use Curve, but they
Curve card, that was the one.
They removed the spending limits for foreign currency down to about £250 now, which it's not even worth using it.
But if you do want a card, then Curve or Revolut we used to use.
But you can use your Virgin card now when you're in Europe without any foreign transaction fees. We used it when we did our road trip in Europe and never paid a penny in transaction fees, and we got points on everything, which was great.
Yeah, so there you go. Do you take dollars? We don't bother. It's my birthday a couple of days before we go, and I think my mum usually buys me a little bit, so I might have like $30 or so to take, but that'll be it. Right, we've had the call, the car is ready after the service. I've got some books for my Kindle. The book that I'm currently reading in paperback, Chocolate, was on offer for 99 pence, so I got that because I'm not even halfway through it yet, so I won't read anymore, and I'll read it on the plane. What were you doing on the plane?
Watching Emily in Paris.
Oh yeah, Nick's downloaded
the fourth season.
You wouldn't think that Emily in Paris was something that Nick would like, but it does.
I just like that because it has a Sex and the City feel, and I like Sex and the City.
Yeah. Again, you wouldn't think Sex and the City was something that Nick liked, but it does.
I used to hate it as a kid, and then because I only watched the first season, and I just thought, and I couldn't do without narrating.
Oh yeah, I don't like the first season.
And I never watched it, and then you said, "Oh, no, you don't do that anymore," and we watched it and absolutely loved it. And the films, we loved the films.
Yeah. We watched the 6th season, the very last season, when it was airing at the time back in the 2000s. For some reason, I got into it.
American Girl in Paris, and then we went to Paris, didn't we? And everywhere we went, they were like, "Carrie, we're there, Carrie, we're there."
Then we went to see the movie, the first movie at the cinema. I think we were the only men in the auditorium, but we loved it.
That was in Beverley, wasn't it?
No, that was back in Leeds Showcase Cinema.
Are you sure?
Yeah. One year. The first one, it came out in like 2008. I didn't have the lodge back then. So yes, off to pick the car up and then back to the lodge.
Come here, Karen. Right, sit down, Karen.
I've been for my haircut and
Mom like a.
Well, I'm just not sure she took enough off. You know what I'm like, but I can always get it cut out there if I need to be.
You'd be moaning if she took too much off.
I know. I went to a different barber's last time and I got that severe haircut. It freaking bothered me. Anyway, I wanted to just talk about a post I put on the Lodge Guys Orlando group. So if you're not on there, it's a really nice group. There's 13,000 people on there and everybody helps each other out with any sort of Disney, Florida, Universal questions.
We have a lot of moderators that make sure it's not a nasty group. We just remove people that do that.
Really nice, and everybody helps each other out. And I put on a post, gotta find it, about something I said, could you give us some ideas of things that we haven't done before? Here we go. That would be good for us to vlog.
I need to take that top.
And, well, have you not got that one out already?
Yes, I think so.
Walt Disney World one. That was the picture that I put on our Orlando group, and we had 270 comments. So I'm going to go through some of these today and get them onto our spreadsheet that we've got for Florida this time.
When do you think we're going to do them?
Well, no,
we've got 3 weeks and we've got about 2 days empty.
So, I haven't had a proper look at them all because there's so many. I'm going to go through a few now and just see what we think. A lot of people say Silver Springs. Hannah Duncan says go to Silver Springs, it's beautiful, and there's glass bottom boats.
Didn't we try and do that? You won't go in water?
No, we've never done glass bottom boats.
No, but we went to the springs.
No,
when I swam in the springs.
Silver Springs? No, I don't think we've
Well, Silver Springs, Crystal Springs and Rainbow Springs, they're all in the same national forest.
Yeah,
and
but we've never done the...
I swam in it, but you were like, oh, I'm not going in there with
I think
alligators.
that's where the manatees are. and the glass bottom boats, I think. So we've not done that one. And to be fair, we've done the kayaking and stuff, and it was a bit crap last time.
It's put us off.
Yeah, but I understand it's completely different to what we did. I quite like this one. I mentioned this one to Nick this morning from Nathan Maybank, and he said, "How about how many rides can you do in a day at Magic Kingdom without the lightning lane? So without paying for this new
Small world, small world, small world,
well, no,
small
that's
world,
sometimes
small world.
a really high wait time. So obviously there's the new lightning lanes out now, single pass and multi pass.
We are going to be testing single and multi pass. Yeah, we are going to be testing it.
But Nathan says, and I quite like saying it, how many rides can you do in a day at Magic Kingdom without paying for anything? Because a lot of people obviously don't want to fork out extra money. And yes, it will depend on the day and the month that you go, but I quite like
We will
that
be doing
idea.
a full review on the lightning lane changes as well.
And
We have watched a lot of videos on it, so we kind of know what we're going to do. The problem is, if you're from the UK, you can't book your. Well, you can. Shall I cover this now, or should we do it in a separate video? We'll do it in a separate video.
Because we were watching all about it this morning, just so we were keyed up on it.
Our passes don't start until about 4 days after we're there, so obviously we'll be there when our 3-day window starts. But if it was tomorrow, you can still book your rides from the UK, and we are going to cover how to do that and what you have to do when you've got an iPhone or an Android. So there are some videos out there, but some of them have like really complicated, like changing your country. You don't have to do any of that.
Subject now.
You don't have to do any of that. But watch our travel day video, we'll explain it.
And Natalie Pringle Holland says, yeah, I'd like to see that also. So obviously, I think that'd be a popular video because a lot of people go and they don't want to.
But we're doing all crap rides.
Well, no, that's if we
Barnstormer, which we've never done.
We'll get there early, and we'll
Astro
spend a
Orbiter.
day there, and we'll see how many rides we can do, like decent rides. Though.
Thanks, Nathan.
Let's have a look at a Starlight.
Does Tom Sawyer's count as a ride?
No. Alison Hoyle says Starlight Safari at Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Is that the one where you go into that treehouse and have food
Possibly.
there? Quite like the idea of that.
Gatorland, Liam Smith says, we have been to Gatorland. We're not going this time, but it's out there on a vlog. We went a couple of years ago. Pickle Milkshake, we did that last year. It's probably.
I'd have that again.
I didn't mind it at all.
I thought it tasted of butterscotch with an aftertaste of dill.
Yeah.
Rather than pickle, just like a dill flavour.
Daytona Beach, somebody says, we did that in
May.
Yeah, in our last trip there. Busch Gardens. Yeah. Because it's a lot of big roller coasters. We're not into big roller coasters. I know there's a zoo and stuff like that. We have been years ago.
Not when we were vlogging.
We weren't
We were with
vlogging back
Sazzle,
then.
weren't
Yeah, and we were with my mum and dad as well.
You won't go on any rides, and you and Sazzle went and looked at giraffes, and I went up rides with everybody else.
Yeah. Have you done Kennedy Space Center? Donna Preston says, and yes, we did do that
Twice.
in a vlog, and we've done it quite a lot.
3 times actually. Somebody says, can we review Saratoga Springs?
We actually did that in
we've done
January
that.
2020. So if you want to have a look at Saratoga Springs, go and look at our January 2020 vlogs.
If you look on our YouTube channel, click on channel and then playlists, it's got everything grouped so you can look at individual trips by series, or if you want a big marathon, you can watch every video we've ever done right from the beginning.
Susie
Take it a
Barton.
while.
Susie Barton says, please can you try the new multipass to see how it works and if it's worth it now for people travelling from the UK.
We will be doing. The prices aren't that bad actually. They're very comparable to Genie Plus, but they no longer do a They do a multi-pass, but not a multi-park. However, there is a way to do the multi-park with the multi-pass, and when we cover it, we will explain that.
Jade Higgins says, would love an unfiltered.
That's that one. We'd like an unfiltered Nick and Leigh review of Cinderella's Royal Table.
I
don't think you want that.
I trust you to tell us if it's worth spending money. I replied with that one. I said, it sounds expensive, that one. Dinner at Sanaa, Kidani Village. Did we not do that once?
Sanaa? Yeah.
Yeah, we've done that a few times.
Well, we're going this trip for the bread service with Tracy and Neil. Even if we just sit in the bar, because you can get the bread service sat in the bar, so we are gonna do that. Oh, I'm just thinking about it now. I'm just.
The Lakeland
bread's the
Antiques
nicest
place. It looks fab, full of old Disney memorabilia. Now we did do one, didn't we? Like
Last September we did it.
a memorabilia. Is that one?
Yeah,
Oh,
Lakeland
right, okay.
Antique Mall.
Oh right. Oh, we're gonna check out that.
It was full of old ride things, like old Universal rides, old Disney rides, and even bottles of Coca-Cola with Coca-Cola in from 1960s.
Julie Callahan says, are you doing Universal Parks again this time? Yes, we are. We've got our annual pass, which we got in June. Mark Cromp says, ride the teacups. That's Mark, our friend. That's his favourite kind of ride.
Yeah, even though he screams on that.
Travis Ricana, I think I'll butcher your name, sorry about that, says, try Maggiano's.
If we ever get to eat at Maggiano's, it'll be
We had
like
this gift card that Chris and Jen gave us years ago, and we were like, we'll try Maggiano's.
We said it for about 10 trips.
And then we ended up using it somewhere else.
We used it on the border because it's part of the same company.
I've just been out for my haircut, and I can tell that Nick has put the heating on since I was out. It's baking in here.
I don't think so.
It is.
It's gone up 0.1 degree.
What is it now?
23.
Too hot.
It was 22.9.
Far too hot. Somebody called Emma Wilkinson says, I hope we see you both out there. Never heard of her. And somebody called Vicky as well says, hope we see you both out there. Vicky? Never heard of her. Emma and Vicky? Never heard of them. And one last one, because there's absolutely tons, and you can go and check it out on our Facebook group. Amanda Blois says, challenge the Disney wife to do all the parks and ride a certain amount of rides in each one with or without Jeannie, then arrange to meet up at a certain point and see who finished first.
We've kind of done that with Chris and Jen, haven't we? When we did the 6-park challenge, and Vicky's been sort of badgering us to do all the parks in one day, but
it's a bit.
They'd not want to do it without us.
Yeah, we'd all do it together.
She wants to do it like as a group.
But to be fair, it's a bit knackering. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit like
it's not enjoyable because all you're focused on is getting a ride in and getting to the next place.
It's not an enjoyable day. You're doing it for a video because most people wouldn't do that when they go on holiday.
No.
You are doing it for a video, but then you get to the end of the day and you're like, knackered.
We found we were just going to a park just to sort of say we've been to that park and then doing a ride just to say we've done that ride. And we were picking any old crap ride.
One more from Aaron Watterson says, look at the new Primark.
That's on his list.
We are going to go there. Now, I know a lot of people won't go to Florida and go to Primark, but we've watched some videos. I
want to see if there's any merch that's not available over here.
We watched Super Enthused this morning, and I know Theme Park Baz has been there, but his video's not out at the time of us filming this. So we're going to go. We haven't been to the Florida Mall for ages as well, have we? So we'll do Primark and look around.
We've got a few days before everybody else arrives because Nana here needs to adjust. So we've got a few days to go out there and do some of these things. I also want to try Fat Burger as well. Everybody says Fat Burger's really nice.
I'm still surprised.
And Culver's.
That Disney are allowing this Primark to be in Florida because watching Super Enthused videos, the prices are rock bottom like they are over
the minute
here.
It starts affecting World of Disney and the Disney outlet, that'll be stopped straight away.
I'm going to have a coffee.
I'll have one, thanks. Not a coffee. I'll have an Earl Grey. Have you turned your little dial up?
Yeah.
So before we finish that last scene, I wanted to talk about car hire in Florida. Whenever we book a car, I always book it initially to get it locked in on that particular price, usually with Andy, Discount Florida Car Hire. But the last time we were in Florida, Hertz released an offer for 15% off. And it basically bet Andy's price and he couldn't match it. So I've booked it with that. And it's the second time that I've used Hertz. There's a lot of bad press about Hertz at the minute. So fingers crossed. A lot of the issues are regarding upselling at the counter and being allocated a car and people getting cars that are breaking down and all sorts of things like that. Because we've booked Hertz Gold, which is actually free to join, by the way, and then you can book direct and you get to skip the counter by default and your spouse gets added automatically, which you don't get if you do... battery went flat there. I forgot what I was saying. It took me 5 minutes to change it. We used Hertz Gold because it's free to join, and when we were at the Baz's we had this 15% off. So I'm hoping, and our friend Sonia, she's just cancelled her car hire with the previous person she booked with and changed it to Hertz Gold. So if it's crap, you guys are going to get an honest review. But if it's anything like last time, we literally, it was just like Alamo. We went straight to the row where it was the gold row instead of the compact row, picked the best car out of the row, because that's the benefit of gold. You can pick what you want. We picked the newest and the one that had the most bells and whistles, and we took it away. And we didn't have any issues, and no issues returning it. It was very, very similar to Alamo. But like I said, other people are reporting a lot of issues at the minute. And I think Virgin are getting a bit peed off with it. So it'll be interesting to see whether Virgin actually dump Alamo after this Hertz after this season and go back to Alamo, which is, it is the best car rental company, but it is the most expensive. Correct. Ben and David's fault. I'm just chatting to them about food, and I've just found an Insta recipe of apple bread pudding, but then this morning I also found one that had apple pie nachos, and we've got, fortunately, all the ingredients to make it.
Is that going to be his tea then?
It could be, yeah.
Apple pie nachos?
Yeah.
Well, this has got fruit in it.
Exactly my thoughts. So it's literally an apple pie filling that I've got to make with these apples, which I can do, no problem. And then you chop that into little nacho segments, put them in the air fryer until they're cooked, and then coat them in cinnamon sugar, Pour them on a plate and then pour your fruit on top.
We do have a chopping board, you know.
I know, but I'd have to move everything and I couldn't be bothered. Because it's really light apples anyway. Bit of melted butter in there. And then all the chopped apples. These are all the scraps that we had before we leave. We don't like sort of wasting food, as you know. So I'm just going to make use of it. And then I'm going to soften them, put in some cinnamon and some brown sugar, and then maybe a bit of cornstarch to thicken it and make like a pie filling. And then I'm going to make the nachos, which I'm going to do now. So, just going to create little wedges and then air fry them to brown them off, and then dip them into some cinnamon sugar. That was a big one. I mean, there's too many nachos for the amount of apple that we've got, so it may be a little dry, but we can just turn them into a snack and just keep them with like sweet crisps for afterwards. Just create these wedges, and then you can deep fry them, which you probably would need to do if you want the cinnamon sugar to stick, but I'm not. I'm just going to separate them and then just shove them in the air fryer for kind of like 5 minutes, just so they start to brown off, but not to the point where they start to burn.
Here I am with the stirrer, doing my part.
Get them on there, like that. I don't really know how long to put them in for. Maybe 5 minutes. Right, I've added some water in there. I've put some cinnamon and some sugar into a bowl, which smells like Christmas. And then as soon as the nachos are done, I'm going to spray them just with this olive oil, just to give them a bit of a fat coating, just so the sugar will stick, and then that'll be the nachos. And then as soon as this, I mean, it's still, I can still feel the apples are hard at the minute, but as soon as that's done, I'm going to put more cinnamon and sugar in there, and if I need to thicken it up, just put a bit of cornflour liquid in.
Yes, right. That's the non-healthy bit. Freaking out, right, I've definitely them.
What? You'd have to actually have it all. Oh. Light brown sugar. I mean, a lot of this is going to be like the juice on the plate, you're not even going to eat it, and then tons and tons of sweetened cinnamon. And then mix all that till it creates like a caramel sauce. Ooh, you can see it making it already, can't you? Mm-hmm. Oh my god, that smells. It smells like one of those candles we bought yesterday. Oh my god, can you smell it? Mm-hmm. Right, I put a little bit more water in there because we want to have enough sauce that it's going to cover all the nachos. And these apples aren't quite mushy yet. But I've mixed a little bit of corn flour in cold water, and I'm just going to pour that in. That'll just thicken it, make it like a thick, almost like a jelly sauce. Looks like milk at the minute, but it soon dissipates, and then this will proper thicken up in a minute.
Have you burnt the nachos?
Not quite burnt them, but
oh, this smells like Christmas.
It does. I need to turn it down now so it simmers. Just need to kind of like coat them as they go in. They were in there about 4 minutes, and then I've just got to literally mix them up. Might let you do that. You can get your hands in.
And what's in there?
Just cinnamon and sugar. So what we need to do is make sure that everything is covered. So if you can just keep tossing it like that.
Are these crispy now? I have to put them back in. Ow! Hot.
Are they nice and cinnamony?
Yeah, right.
Right.
Oh, that's better, isn't it? Now they've been in a bit longer.
Oh, a full burnt one.
That's fine.
Right. Now
they're nice, just on their own.
This is like the equivalent of the cheese, if you were having like traditional nachos. At least like, I'm not having them all.
No.
You can do it, just apple.
Yeah, covered in sugar.
Everything's covered in sugar.
Don't have to be.
Well, if you're not having them all, you have that one then because there's less on it.
I've just realised what it tastes like.
McDonald's apple pie.
McDonald's apple pie. It tastes exactly like a McDonald's apple pie.
Well, that's what it is. It's just sugar, apple and cinnamon. But oh my god, it's amazing, isn't it? And mine's just there. We're just tucking into it, and we're going to watch a Voyager on Paramount Plus.
welcome to the next day. We were going to finish the vlog last night and we forgot because we were watching TV. We had a very relaxing day yesterday. So today is jobs day. Before Vera comes, Nick's already up the ladder. We have a leak up there. I'll show you on the next vlog because I'm going to finish this vlog now. Vera is due today. That'll be in the next vlog. We've got it's very bright today. It's very sunny, which is why I've got my sunglasses on. I can't see it's that bright. She's due today. We've got to tidy this whole lodge. We've got to go food shopping. I've got to finish editing. We're going to meet our friend Lisa for a coffee. So a very busy day today. So thanks for watching today, guys. Hit the like button, click the notification bell, drop a comment below, and we'll see you on the next vlog. Bye.